Astra. It's Sunday morning, so it's time to play some Bastion this time. I've been playing Hades by the same company, Supergiant.
Now who's responsible for this?
There we go, Supergiant Games. Good morning, Del. How are ya? Just running the credits a little bit here. So, as narrator said, who's responsible for this? It is kind of a loud game when it's doing the music. Oh. Intro card. No idea if it's even doable, but like a ship coming down to Earth to play games is it? That does sound cool. Like, I have not tried my hand at animation, so I'm sure anything, like my first few attempts would be extremely janky. So, here we are, Bastion by Supergiant Games. I'm gonna play the story mode. I had played before it, but I'm gonna start a new one. Cat Alli playing with cockpit controls and kind of just sort of like the I'm typing on the keyboard cat type stuff. I like the ideas. Okay, normal mode. Do this thing. I am sure I wish to start a new game. My existing game will be lost. That's fine. I'm ready. No 5 beats.
Proper story's supposed to start at the beginning. Ain't so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world got all twisted, leaving him stranded on a rock in the sky.
Stranded on a rock in the sky.
He gets up, sets off for the Bastion, where everyone agreed to go in case of trouble.
I turn on subtitles. 10. There we go. And I think I'm gonna, like, as much as why can't I change the volume? Time for the kid to just rage a while. You got it just right, Zevo. So let me know if the game sound gets too loud. I can crank it down in OBS. The sound design in this game is great, in my opinion. But it does.
Ground forms up under his feet as it pointing away. He don't stop to wonder why. Finds his lifelong friend just lying in the road. Well, it's a touching reunion.
A touching reunion. Nice. Woke up and found he was out of Oreos. Not a good way to be a monster. This is a story. One kid and his quest to find those
He
Oreos.
sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant. In the calamity.
Calamity, screaming insanity. What do we got? Hydrate? Does drinking coffee count? Might have to grab a glass of water if it doesn't. And thank you for the hydrate, Zevo. Good stuff.
That a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a gas fella, forced out from underground. The kid pops him good. Fella got a piece of him, though.
This isn't Hades, Nick. This is Bastion. Made by the same people as made Hades. Alright, so as soon as I get to the Bastion, I will get some proper water.
Kid just rages for a while.
The first time I heard that, I was so tickled. It was just like, they know that I'm just smashing things. Well,
An
it
overpainter
is. It's a
falls out
mild
of the
diarrhea.
sky. Ain't a gift from the gods, but it'll have to do. Gotta hold her still to spin up the chamber. Kid's worked up quite a thirst by now, so that fountain looks real inviting.
Okay, here, this is, I will get a proper drink of water so that I can hydrate without, diuretic.
A school of squirts tunnels up around him. Must have fled here from the mines.
Game fooling me. Putting up. Alright, that's it. Off back to the old plan. It just rages. Alright, what do we got here? How do I drink from the fountain?
Sometimes you just need a drink.
Alright. Yeah. Why to heal? Much like in Bloodborne.
Kid finds a memento from a girl he knew. Always used to fancy her.
Crystal barrette, a memento. Holds great value of the sentimental variety. Also holds hair firmly in check. Hang on to it just in case. City crest, an identification badge from the old days. Oh yeah. Thanks for stopping by, Zevo, and I'm gonna have to look at that Quickie Baby video that you sent me. I find Quickie Baby immensely amusing, so I gotta check it out. I just haven't had a chance to click on the link yet. But yeah, have a good one. Whatever one it is you want to have a good one of. Usually, okay.
He sets foot inside one of Celandia's famous watering holes. Inside's old Rondi, the bartender. The calamity got him before his drinking did.
Oh, Rondi.
Then Kid finds his trusty shield. The security takes him for a petty thief.
Yeah, Crew 2.0. So I don't know much about
Clang. Shield saves his hide.
Whack these crates before they pop open.
Windbags start turning up
Windbags.
for last call.
These are windbags. The bigger one's called gas fellas. The little ones are squirts.
More squirts start coming out of the woodwork.
Extreme pay to win. I mean, you see how surprised I am? How astonished? At a game of that variety, it would
Sees the
include
way to the Bastion out the window.
unabashed pay to win
It's a
features.
bit of a drop.
Oh, nice. Yeah, say hi to those folks, Falco, Rufio, Joey, and others. Say hi to all of them and give them a big old virtual hug for me. Here, I gotta. This is a hug for those guys. Out at the window here. Ah, sleeping out the window.
He gets a good look at things on his way down. He lands on top of a breaker's bow, and it ain't broke.
Well, fancy that.
Kid spies a good perch for some target practice. He knows he should draw the string all the way back.
string.
The kid pockets a memento from a breaker, once the fastest man in the land.
Make a clip of that. I hope they like it. Alright, something stringy. A stretch of miska prized by bowyers and Pelball fans. More reason for the popularity of meat hunting.
Wasn't long before the kid could loose an arrow, strong and true. Good news is the emergency defenses still work. Bad news is they're aiming for the kid. Right back at you.
I should be careful not to... Wait, oh, they guard against falling off in this area. Whirlwind.
Picks up a few pointers from a dusty old tome.
I could...
He's a mighty fast learner.
Each time I whirlwind, it uses up one of my doses of
He
dread
falls to
rum.
his death. I'm just fooling.
Or, black tonic. Dread rum before that. First, it's a black tonic. Virtual hug from an old friend. I love it. I love it so much.
He finds the distillery, right next to the arsenal. Tough part of town. One sip of the spirits in that distillery, and the kid'll feel like a new man.
Alright, distillery. We got squirt cider, gives us plus 10 max health. Vented squirt extract. Nose of stale bread and ocean water. Very nutritious. Red rum. Plus 10% critical hit chance only when at full health. Alright, see ya, Zevo. Have a good time. The pungent concoction that calms senses and steadies nerves, favored by the breakers and other fighting forces. This is the one that I've favored last time. And fetching fizz absorbs stray fragments. It started as a barroom prank, but evolved to become popular with miners and scrap workers. Metallic aftertaste. Let's go with the fetching fizz. Yeah, fetching fizz. And there's extra slots for when I level up. Actually, distillery is a good, safe place for me to go and get my water. And even though Zevo's already headed out, that hydrate. Babbling at all, but here I am back with some water and properly redeeming the hydrate. So, controller up. Let's go.
The arsenal's where the kid can pick the best tools for the job.
I can switch between Breaker's Bow, Fang Repeater, and Sail Hammer. In either of those slots. So, I think I like Breaker's Bow and Hammer. And let's see, we got Dancing Shot is a skill that works with the Breaker's Bow. Bounce from target to target. That sounds kind of cool. Bolt Burst. I can't use Bolt Burst because I don't have the repeater equipped. I think I'm gonna equip Dancing Shot. I don't recall trying that before. Pretty cool.
Some of them squirts birthing like crazy in a couple of corn bins.
Corn. Person.
An old ferry barge sends the kid on his way.
Bye, statue.
The Bastion's real close now. Takes a chunk of alloy. Smell of barley and spoiled blueberries fills the air.
Chunk of precious alloy found deep underground. A staple diet of gas fellows. Also used in all manner of industries. Oh, those are gas fellows. Scumbags.
Kid maybe shouldn't have done what he just did.
Well, done did it. Oh, the floor is falling away.
That time we run out of black tonic.
I just now realized that using the secret skill with the bow, I can charge it up the same way. This guy
Kid puts him out of his misery.
Back in the ground. Here's where the magnet comes in useful. Alright. It's a colorful walkway.
He finds the core to the wharf district.
Core? Seems fancy.
He steals the city's heart. Might as well.
Might as well. Sure, I won't miss it.
Kid has a feeling you better get a move on.
Floor's falling away.
Place is starting to fall. See, that core Kid took was the only thing making this particular rock stay afloat. Kid just keeps running.
Running. I want the thingies. Okay, falling apart. I forget what's special about the green ones.
At last, the skyway's in sight.
Skyway. Like a teleporter.
Whisks him where he needs to go. Now the kid sees something stranger still. His mind races.
What's going on?
Did anybody else survive? Sure enough, he finds another.
Well,
He
hey
finds
there,
me.
Mr. Narrator. Logan Cunningham.
We talk for a spell.
Right. What do you think about this city crest, mister?
There's a bit of the Bastion's power in that crest. Enough to point the way to the cores.
Tell me more about cores.
All I tell him is to set that core of his on the monument there. Then watch.
Oh, not a bad idea. Crystal Barrette.
I try to let the kid down gently. This is the Bastion, all right. Except no one else showed up. Ain't always much to say.
No, there ain't. Alright, let's put that core on the pedestal. Monument.
And just like that, the Bastion comes alive. Starts growing again. Growing stronger. Kid's gotta put its power to good use. Now the Bastion can send him even farther into the wild unknown.
Alright. Okay, so let's look at the glowy hammer spot here.
Kid ponders what to build.
Distillery or arsenal? I like to drink things.
Makes time to sample spirits from my personal supply.
Oh. Right. So fetching fizz is good. What do we got now? Hardy punch. +1 chance to carry on if defeated. Damage surrounding foes if defeated. Aromatic beverage served piping hot. According to folktales, it can almost wake the dead. Weir whiskey gives +100% critical chance only when below 33% health. Scentless yet very brisk beverage of boiled rattletail whisker, used to revive patients in triage centers. We got Cinderbrick Stout, +33% speed while defending. Spicy, nutty flavors and a dry aftertaste. Very heavy and filling. I like the sound of that. Cinderbrick Stout.
Cinderbrick Stout sure goes down smooth, then stays in your gut like a rock.
Delicious.
Kid don't know what's out there waiting for him.
We'll find out.
The Skyway. Now the kid can ride the wind to distant lands.
Ride the wind, Walker. Alright, so we got the Workman Ward, core detected. Got Breaker Barracks Proving Ground. I'm gonna give the Proving Ground one try. And if I get some stuff, I get some stuff. And if
The Breakers used to come here for target practice. Used to play a little game. See who could bust the most targets and the fewest shots.
Alright.
He's focused. He's armed. And he's off.
Wanna get these power
Perfect shot just happens in a flash.
Flash. And I'm goofed that one up. I didn't do the power shot. Yeah, I'm probably getting one prize, but not two. There we go. Best angle here.
It's all
Nice.
right, solid performance.
Prizes. Bad. I'd have to get it perfect to get that third prize. Something stringy. We've already gotten one of those. Something fancy. Clockwork organizer, once used for work and recreation. These springs and sprockets could be put to better use. Alright, here we go.
He returns with some of the materials we need.
Alright, so I don't think I can actually use those because I haven't built the arsenal. So, let's just go find the next core. I should have hit the info button. Oops.
Now he lands at the intersection between bad and wrong.
Alright, we got got four different styles to choose from here. There's
Ought to be a core down one of these twisted streets. But which one? He heads for the Squirt Steps. Won't be no field trip this time. He heads for the biggest dump in town, Scumbag Alley. He heads for the east side, where windbags used to keep the local forge.
Let's start at Scumbag Alley and work our way clockwise.
Some scumbag still feeding off the city's own trash. And there he is, the oldest scumbag of them all, Gershel. The calamity ain't done much for Gershel's sunny disposition.
Does get littler. The little ice behind him goes down. Oh, it's so little.
Shame old Gershel can't float like when he was a young fella.
You just zipped right off that cliff there. Just a dead end with Gershel in it.
The rest of the path is gone for good, and his city crest won't bring it back. No core, no surprise, like the gas fellas are hiding it from him.
It's a lot of squirts.
Scumbag can digest just about anything. Except for this. It's quick for slicing and light enough to throw. They say even the most rambunctious squirts can be tamed. Squirts don't make the best of friends, but they can be useful in a pinch. No sign of the core here. At least the kid got something for his trouble. Squirts just don't know when to quit.
Shark. What's that? Great material for the war machete. Batch of Zulwood leaves, best not handled bare-handed. The world's sharpest blades are treated with their oil.
Up north is where the gas fella foreman used to live, tending to his flock. Know why gas fellas all dress alike? Kids wondering the same thing.
Well, gas fellas are the big ones with the pickaxes. got here? This
There
is
it
like an
is.
arena.
But it's locked down tight in an alloy cage. The blustery old foreman's keeping his fellas in check, almost
my
like
goodness.
he's showboating for the crowd. And now there's a new marshal in town.
So long, gas fellas. Alright. Or for me.
He hears the whole place groan, but it's too tough to fall. Might as well check the other side streets before leaving this hole.
My little pet squirt doing work.
Somehow that old forge is still standing.
My squirts are green and they have little hearts over there. Before I go to the forge, I want to look at this.
Odd place to find the likes of Percy the Snitch.
See the snitch. Well, it's the calamity got you too, Percy. Right, forge.
Inside the forge, Key can fine-tune those instruments of his.
Alright, like the sail hand. Let's see, we got Sledgehead is plus 50% damage, harder, heavier. Delivers greater force on impact. Or Battlehead, is 10% critical chance. Especially weighted hammerhead that can punch through. Guess I can't get the second one until I get the... Go with the...
Kid's lifelong friends looking fit to keep on fighting.
Oh, we've got speed string. That seems good. Power string plus 2 target penetrations per shot. I think the speed string is...
With a good length of meat gut, that bow's like new again.
Not gonna bother upgrading the machete. Well, I'm using the machete, and it's only 150 fragments. We got serrated edge, attacks cripple foes, attacks deal over 20%. Go with damage
A
over
little
time.
Zolwood oil and that blade shines like a light.
Okay. So, now...
Kid's ready to go, and his ticket out's right where he started.
Oh, and because the last thing I upgraded was the bow... No, I never replaced the bow. Okay, so... Yeah, I think without the arsenal, I cannot switch
He comes back,
weapons.
just like I knew he would.
I
The
better
core
build the
hums
arsenal.
in his pack. The monument's calling for it.
Alright, String. You got a name? Not yet. Why are the gas fellas flooding the city or ransacking
The
our
windbags
names?
used to be alright. Then the calamity took the floor out from under him.
Hello, Squirt.
Fetching fizz is like a mouthful of nails, but the benefits are worth it.
Mouthful of nail. Oh, I gotta put the core in the monument.
Kid does it again. Only fair he decides what we build next.
Alright. Arsenal.
The Bastion's a place of peace, but we can hold our own if we have to.
So, the machete's cool, but I like the sail hammer much better. Mirror shield, a secret technique that automatically counterblocks all oncoming attacks for a short time. I feel like dancing shot's still a good one to keep.
Ain't much kid can't handle with hammer and bow in hand.
I think there's something that the stranger says for every...
Picked up traces of other cores while the kid was out.
Every combo that you can get. Let's see. At the melting pot with a core and stun down pad. Let's go to the melting pot.
In better days, the melting pot was sealed tighter than the skin on a squirt. Of all the plans to survive the calamity, it had to be stab weeds.
Ow.
Blasted things hurt like a broken heart.
Well, that's
If there's a core, he figures it ought to be deeper down. Core stuck inside one of those fancy cages.
What's this?
Some of the stuff lying around is downright dangerous.
Alright, so deal with this cage somehow. What does the switch do?
He throws a switch. Now what could possibly go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong?
Quite a bit, as it turns out.
Raining fragments.
The cage starts lifting from the core ever so slow. All Kid can do is wait. Shipments start falling in. Not every squirt's born bad. Some spring to the kid's defense. Judging by the movement of the cage, it's gonna take a little while.
Time for battle.
Scumbags don't take kindly to interlopers. Even some gas fellas take his corner. Birdie pop that mean old foreman. At this rate, maybe 5 more minutes, maybe 30. Hard to tell.
Hard to tell.
Squirts get real territorial around the core. Then a shipment of free samples shows up.
Samples?
It ain't all bad, as the kid finds some spices from the motherland, tax-free.
Ceylondia's ports were always full of trade ships hawking their wares. That's all that remains of them now?
One thing's for sure, that cage is awful heavy.
The nice thing about health tonics is that if I I'm pull up on them when I walk over one, just get the health immediately.
It's a troublesome scene to be sure. Left, the core goes free. 10, 9, 8, 7. You give or take a few seconds. Finally, the core's within reach. And done. I still remember the look on his face after that one.
Where is this? Tell me about these ancient spices.
Folks voyaged across the boundless sea to found Caelondia. It was good living here for a while.
For a while.
The old world's finished, but the new world's just getting started.
Alright. First I'm gonna switch. I don't really like these trip mines. They're interesting, but I like dancing shot better. What do we got? Build a forge.
A lot of things need fixing up in this world, and we can start right here.
75 to get stabweed arrowheads for 50% more damage. Or scumbag arrowheads cause damage. Let's do the just raw extra damage.
Kid packs a special surprise in every one of those arrows.
Sundown Path and Windbag Ranch Proving Ground for Shetty.
That's Windbag Ranch. Perfect place to work a blade if you got the stomach for it.
I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna give it one try, see how many prizes I get, if any. This one I find fairly
Windbag
difficult.
Ranch was built for gathering squirt extract in copious supply. Ain't nothing more healthful. Place gets awful slick sometimes.
I didn't notice whether it added extra time to my...
Some folks showed up to make a fast buck with nothing but a knife. Slippery little devils. Other folks came to treat their throwing arms.
Maybe I should have left those generators up. It's just counted how many. Yeah, I think I goofed up the strategy there. That's bad.
Still others use the place to test their finest blades.
And this is one where I think having an interesting upgrade on the blade is useful for winning the challenge. I might not get any prize at all. I think minute 30 is the threshold. So bouncing. Oh, I don't have my shield. Okay, where is the last? Oh, it's a turret.
Kid cuts all of them down soon enough.
Hey, I got third prize. I didn't completely screw it up. Next prize under 90 seconds. Yeah, so 'cause 2 prizes would be a minute 30. So, that's enough of that one.
Kid comes back from Windbag Ranch, smelling good and right.
Good and right. Toggle.
Sometimes a single look says it all.
Okay, so...
The Sundown Path. Lovely place for a stroll. Before the calamity, that is.
Family.
Couples used to walk the Sundown Path. Kid ain't here for pleasure, though.
Good job, John.
But then, somebody gets to the core before the kid.
What? Is this place falling apart?
The floor starts giving way under the lightest step. A single panic squirt could bring the whole place down. Fragments of the old world rain from the sky. Stray valuables are lying everywhere. The kid thinks twice about risking his hide for them. Well, the path ain't exactly open to visitors no more. Security's all fired
I should get out of here.
See, the path was intended for leisurely strolling and such. Not so much for noise and tomfoolery.
Noise and tomfoolery. The big squirt.
Sky bridges link the path together. One of them bridges whips the kid along. Finds a spyglass, like the ones they'd use to search the stars.
Now only the stars remain. Alright.
Air travel always was an iffy proposition. But calamity changed everything, even where the wind blows. Well, if we mastered the winds in the old days, we could do it again. But the question is, who else could have taken the core? Well, ain't no survivor stole the thing.
Big old scumbag.
Scumbag ate it by mistake. Tough break. Unlike the kid, that core ain't coming back.
My, the comeback kid.
I know they used to ship live munitions down the path.
What's this?
Find time to find them. These wires to toss those things plenty far away. Even gas fellas need some shut-eye from time to time. They get real cranky when you wake 'em up.
Yeah. Oh, this little skyway will bring me over there. Got it. What's this? Something burnt. Upgrade for a certain weapon that I haven't gotten yet. Lab of burnstone, blown topside during the calamity. forged in flame already. It's highly. Alright. Where to next?
In all this toil, Kid keeps coming back to an overwhelming question. Who else could have survived the calamity?
Yes, indeed. I've seen two people, myself and a stranger. I
So
guess
we
I've
didn't
seen-
find a core that time, but that ain't about to stop us.
Right. Some more stuff to ask about. On Spyglass.
We could always see the stars. We just never could reach them, no matter how high we build.
Oh, indeed. Alright, maybe the spyglass will help me see another little bouncy thing in the torch. Let's see. That sharp. Combat handle. Launch handle.
War machetes are so quick, you gotta keep a good grip on them.
Didn't automatically switch me to the machete. No. If I did want to go to the machete, I'd go to the arsenal, but I want to stick with the hand. Alright, so we got a proving ground for Trapper's rifle and then the garden.
That's Trapper's Shingle, only place in the city to go to get certified with a repeater.
Try here.
No place better than Trapper's Shingle for learning to tread light and shoot straight. Trappers had to tread real careful here, else take a nasty fall. They train themselves by clearing out the targets, while not clearing out the floor. Any good trapper knows never to take a step till the time is right.
Oh.
A decent trapper wouldn't walk away empty-handed.
Third prize. What's, how many would I need for second? 48. I was so close. Something nasty. Upgrade for the Fang Repeater. A prickly bundle of bones from a carrion critter. City never got these under control. Then.
To think a rickety place like the Shingle survived, when so little else did.
Alright.
What else is there to say?
Let's see, ammo capacity or load.
Turns out those old bones still have some spark in them.
Sparky bones. Alright, next up, the hanging.
The Hanging Gardens. Folks used to go here to relax from their relaxing. The dead welcome him with open arms.
Oh, my squash thumb.
The calamity took everybody after all. kid sees it plain, frozen faces all around.
Oh, that awning is not solid.
These folks never saw the calamity coming, but someone did. Someone close. It was someone like him.
Okay, that guy's real. He's just staring at the sky. Oh, look at
Kid
that.
sees him there agape, in the flesh.
Alright, mister.
It's a
I'm
snag or
coming for
two
you.
trying to get to him. He ain't about to stop, no matter what. He's got too many questions after all. Just ain't got time for answers. The Thunder brothers didn't make it. They never saw what it was like beyond the walls.
Got some big brothers and some little brothers.
Nordy, the bird boy, didn't make it.
Oh, am I gonna have to smash? No smashing. Just like a little cat there.
The Jawsons, they didn't make it. Grady Sr., Grady Jr., they didn't make it. But him, he survived. Kid finds proof enough that man ain't from around here.
Tassel's spade was a rare sight in Solandia before the calamity, as very few Ura lived in the city. Now, Bastion. It's looking a different
Just
direction
think,
now.
without that man, we wouldn't be here right now, would we? The Corps survived as well.
It's like the narrator knows something we don't. Oh, I don't want to smash. They're all huddled around it. I gotta smash somebody. You with the hat.
Kid does what he has to do. And then... what do you say to a man who's seen too much? Kid hasn't a clue, but he says this. We have to go. Please. He's a proper gentleman, that man. His name is Zolf. No hiding he's an Ura. Folks like him ain't never been a common sight in Caelondia. He's relieved to see a living face or two. The kid and I introduce ourselves in kind. Both to him and to each other for the first time.
Alright. You got a name now? Rux. Tell me about this Ura sigil.
We fought the Ura decades ago, but that was then. Things are different between us now.
So, what do you have to say about this?
He was
sigil?
born in the Tazal terminals. The Ura sent him on a mission of peace to our city, and he's lived here ever since.
An ambassador.
For Zolf, Caelondia was like a second home. He's real worried about his first home, too. Far to the east. We all lost loved ones in the calamity, he says. I don't know how I'm gonna go on without mine. Zolf offers to help me plot the skyways for the kid. At least the calamity hasn't touched the stars, he says.
Alright. Let's see. Bow, hammer, grenade.
finished here yet.
Oh, yep, I got a monument.
Of course. Yeah, remember, that's why this place is coming together. That's why things are gonna be alright.
Things are gonna be alright. Sure hope so, Rux.
Well, look what we have here.
Memorial sounds like a good idea. Vigils available.
The memorial. Yeah, kid can pay respect to the old world and earn it in kind. The valediction. Just another one of my sketches. Nothing more.
We got Dynasty, earned first prize in the required number of proving grounds. Not gonna do that. Required number of mementos. I've got 6 out of 15. Secret skill techniques. I have 7 out of 20. There are 20 secret skills? Owie zowie. Store the land piece by piece. That'll just happen naturally. Vanquish creature. Different species. Oh, I've encountered 4 so far, which is squirts and Gasfellas and scumbags. I guess the turrets count as a beast. Sure. Or does a different there's like the littler and bigger Gax guy. Alright, Tailhammer. Deliver a single crushing blow to a foe for at least 70 damage. Foes with a single well-timed power shot. Trappers. Hardy foe with the last bolt. Shield. Foe by counterblock. Melee attack. Less than 20% health. Okay. Quick strike foes 15 times in a row without missing. Scrap musket. I haven't found the scrap musket yet.
Words can't express what happened, but they're all I got.
Yeah.
We tracked down a couple more cores near the edge of the city.
Fifth Orchard. Cinder brick.
There's
Check out the
Pith Orchard, built in honor of the bull, and folks like Zolf who pray to him.
The bull.
No use praying to the gods these days. No time for it either. Pith Orchard. The place is a dead end in more ways than one. Folks used to make pilgrimage here to pay their respects to Pith, the bull. Well, the gods are long gone now. And the Orchard core is long gone too. Seems Pith ain't much of a watchdog.
What's this?
The gods don't care about trinkets, but the kid ain't no god.
Alright, the god of commotion and order.
Pith stood for something once. Something real. In time, though, the bull stopped being a symbol and started being decoration.
I made it. Something coarse. Grade material for a certain weapon, a coil of refined alloy favored by machinists, used to make firing mechanisms and ammunition. That might be for that musket. A cat. Okay.
Pith makes a decent scarecrow, at least.
Ah!
That Pith lights up like a rodeo.
That's like a rodeo.
Ain't easy punching through his hide. Kid breaks him to bits. Must have been guarding that shrine.
Alright, we got a shrine here.
So what'll it be? Invoke the gods, or tell them off?
Foes shall grow quicker to move and strike.
Pith.
So these are like challenges. At plus 10% experience and fragments if I enable it. But
Kid don't need favors from the likes of Pith.
I'm not gonna bother with
Well, if the gods are alive, there must be plenty sword. Popping windbags is hard enough. No need to get the gods involved.
I haven't been using my grenades. I probably should.
Things might have gone worse if Kid tampered with that shrine.
It's true.
Kid ain't found a core, but at least he found Zolf's precious shrine.
Alright. Visit the shrine to access greater challenges and greater...
Now we can build a shrine of our own, though I got some alternatives in mind.
Talk to Zulf about that plushy pith.
Zolf doesn't touch the thing. Says the god of commotion is no children's toy. The Ura feared the gods. We turned them into toys, put their faces on our walls.
Oh. Oh, something at the forge? What we got here? I got upgrade materials for stuff I don't have. Alright. Onward. Oh, I got a shield proving ground. No info?
The accused always got a fair shake in Celandia. Some used to take the bullhead trial. Survive the trial without taking a scratch, you'd walk away a free man.
Bring these guys this time.
Bullhead trial taught folks three things. First, a good defense is a good offense. Second, you gotta always watch your back. Third, ain't no godlike bull up there gonna save you.
hurting my finger trying to pull the trigger real fast.
The trial pushed many a man to his limits. Step aside and let things go. Never made it out of there in one piece.
Back to the Bastion. Oh,
That's Cinderbrick Fort, where the marshals used to watch over the city.
Sounds like a fun place to go.
There's only one way to Cinderbrick Fort.
The hard way.
The hard way.
The hard way.
Sure, the city marshals may be gone, but now the fort's crawling with windbags. The calamity was mercy among folks. The windbags ain't so lucky. They've been left to freeze or starve or face the kid. Put the kid on notice.
Got that second chance. I think windbag is a general term for all of squirts and gas fellas and scumbags. This place is doing a lot more damage than previous places. I fell. Owie. And I have no...
Well, windbags, young and old, keep fighting for the fort.
Boy, I leveled up. Nice. Alright, what's in the
At least
cage?
the marshals let the kid a parting gift.
It's a musket. Like a blunderbuss.
Something the windbags just can't handle. Something that'll punch clean through their greasy hides. Windbags ain't much different from normal folks. All they want's a warm place to stay and a decent meal.
What was that? Completed the marshals. Defeat 10 or more foes in a single well-placed shot. Ah, nice.
The calamity drove the windbags topside. A lot of them wound up here in this very fort. Could have been minding the business underground like in the old days. Windbags can't use marshal supplies, but the kid sure can.
Scrap musket, hammer, and grenade seems like a good combo for this area.
As for the windbags, Cinderbrick gave them enough heat and metal to munch on for a while. Well, the fort ain't theirs by right. Can't blame them for wanting it, though. So many of those sorry things holed up inside that old fort.
Better at countering the gas bullets with the deck. Shotgun ones are hard to counter because they often miss. There we go.
Kid's stash of grenades is there for him if things get even worse. Kid's blasting everything in sight with that newfangled musket.
Sure am.
Security's plane gone haywire. Windbags gummed up the works.
A little singed is alright, but that's not too hard to get.
They trapped the kid in the middle of the force parade grounds. Then they bring out Glutus and Glandon.
Glutus and Glandon.
They got something to gain, and only their sorry hides to lose.
Only their sorry hides to lose.
Kid takes down Glutus. Maybe it was Glandon.
Bastion here is that gameplay is challenging enough to
joins his brother wherever
be
they
fun without being so difficult that it's just off-putting.
The windbags finally get the message.
I feel like it's easier to play this casually than some other action games in a similar style. Is that a Marshal's badge?
Kid used to dream of getting a Marshal's badge, but not like this.
Marshal's badge. The city's citizens respected and admired the Marshals for their unwavering dedication to preserving peace and justice. Alright, anything else here? Oh, I should grab that. Need some fragments. Bashing everything in sight.
The Skyways have welcome sight after all that. And now ain't nothing left for nobody down at Cinderbrick Fort.
Cinderbrick Fort. Alright.
Kid shows up just as Zulf's telling me about his own journey to the city.
Oh, hello, Zulf.
Seems the only thing the Calamity saved for Zulf was his smoking pipe.
Ah, yes, the smoking pipe.
Poor kid collapses after just one drag. The past. Only good thing ever come out of the past is history.
Alright. Wake up, kid. Wake up. It's a lightweight. Got to power level that drinking skill. Yeah. I still remember Trail at Krondor, there was one quest where, in order to get somebody's good favor, you had to be a worse bard than them, and because you could make money by
Past catches up with the kid. Hardly had a moment's rest since all this started.
because you could make money by playing songs and hymns, you tended to have a high music skill by that point in the game. And so the only way to reduce your skill was by getting drunk. Like every drink you took would reduce your skill by like 5%. So in order to like pander to this character, you had to like have
Fair to say he's
4 or
led a
5
hard
drinks and
life.
then do
Supposing what he says in his sleep ain't no lie.
your music competition. Oh no, I'm all out of onyx. And I fell.
What was I saying? Anyway. He never knew his old man, but he had his mama to take care of. Frail thing with pure white hair like his. Having his mama's hair did the kid no favors while he was growing up, but he learned to hold his own out there. School ain't working out, so the kid signs up for a turn on the rippling walls. Make his mama some money.
And I fell again. At least when I come back, I fall. Oh, those guys went. Oh. Why am I not timing properly? There we go.
Thanks to folks like the kid, the walls kept Celandia safe from whatever's out there. The elements, the Ura, you name it. Once the kid done his time, he hurried on home. Turns out his mama's time was done too.
Oh. Whoa. That is a big scumbag. Oh, you guys are smashing holes in the ground.
The city had nothing for him. The money he'd been sending home was nowhere to be found either.
At least the spinny ones don't wreck the ground. Ah, I fell off. They do wreck the gun a little.
So what'd the kid do? Why, he went right on back to the walls for another 5 years. In the history of Caelondia, nobody's ever volunteered for a second shift on the walls.
Dude. Got a nice double counter there. I like that.
Out there, kid learned to fend for himself. Learn to build. Learn to break.
Build and break. Build and break. Dang it. Oh, that's a lot of gas, fellas. I keep on reading the vegetation as solid. That is an incorrect read. Not even a
In time,
rhyme.
the kid earned good standing with the marshals. They trusted him to scout out farther than anybody. One night, on one of his expeditions, the ground beneath him shuddered, cracked, and split apart.
Pretty generous with the rolling. Not like being slowed. All out of bottles of every type.
He saw nothing where the world used to be. The calamity happened just like that. Past don't matter for nothing now.
Alright, back to the Bastion. So, we are now past 11:30, so I should call it there. But got some stuff to talk about with Zulf and probably Rux next time we do this. So next Sunday, I'm going to play another about an hour and a half of Bastion. I feel like we made some good progress here, and it's probably going to be pretty short. I would imagine that in 3 or 4 hour-and-a-half sessions we'll be all the way through the game. So, thank you all for watching. I hope you had a good time. I very much enjoy the sound and the writing and the visuals of this game, and the gameplay is pretty good too. So, I'm having a good time playing it. So, for now though, let's go raid. I think Notorious BLT is on. Sound goes away when I leave the window. That's alright. We'll get more of that sound next week. Till then, take care.